My friend, you see them angry, you see them hungry, you see them sad, you see them in prayer, you see them fearful. By the time you are done, there is nothing you don't know about this person that will shock you. Of course, we are sleeping in the same vicinity, of course not in the same rooms. But mtu kimanzi akingorota kwa room nyingine, asubuhi tutajua ni nani alikuwa na ngorota. Ndio tujipange, tujue usiku ni headphones.
Welcome to the Dating Garage. This is a 21st century dating and marriage conversation powered by the Eagle's Nest Mentorship Forum. Karibu sana, we have an amazing couple on set and I know you'll be very happy to hear their story that will change your life. They have done 21 in their marriage and I'm sure you're gonna love it. But just before I invite them, I just want to ask if you know anyone who has a story and they just want to share to inspire somebody else out there. Here at this forum, we welcome you. Come, write to us. The number is below on your screen. Just write to us and tell us, I have a story I want to share. Or you know somebody with a story that they can share about their dating life or their marriage. Please just write to us. We'll be more willing and glad to call them on set and just for them to share their story that will help you and also to help somebody else. And right about, I want to introduce to us our lovely couple. Voila.
Thank you.
There's no best way to welcome these guys, baby. Yeah, voila. Karibuni wase.
Asante.
Karibuni. The wonderful people on set. This is where things happen. This is the Dating Garage. Yeah, basically.
Good to be in the garage.
Somebody
to be.
Yeah, good in the garage. But they have not come here. So are you guys the mechanics or are you guys the Meleta Gari garage?
What was spanner?
No. No, we've just invited. Sometimes we go to a garage. And because gari yako is so unique, you need some specific fundis to come. So we've just brought here some specialists wiring. The fuel part of the car is not working, so you just put some special in this garage to repair some cars. So if your car is their mech, I don't know which mech is theirs, they'll tell us. So if your car is that mech, just know you're at the right place. So kama ni msewa Probox, tutajua kama ni Probox, so that can bring Probox here next time. Kama ni msewa Germany machine, we'll know which kind of car. But karibuni sana.
Thank you.
Maybe you can just introduce yourselves to our people here. Introduce yourself to them. People are watching us.
Wacha anzange mimi nikikama.
You do this so that you can wrap it all up together. My name is Rose Ewagata. A very close relative here of David Ewagata.
Tunalipanga rent pamoja.
Yes, been married for 21 years.
Woo! Emojis up with 21 years.
By the grace of God.
Amen.
We can't boast that it is by our own strength or ability. We have 3 children. We have 16, turning 16 tomorrow.
My friend.
The firstborn.
Sweet 16.
Yes.
Nasikianga inakuwa sweet. Tutaona hiyo.
Tunachunguza.
We're investigating.
A young man called Nathan. Then we have Jeremy, who's 11, going to turn 12 in November. And Zoe, our last. And not acting. Our last.
It's our last. It's the last.
Tumefunga kituo. By God's grace, by God's grace.
The names. Zoe. Why Zoe? At least the other ones are familiar.
Zoe is a Greek word. It's a Greek word and it's in the Bible. Okay. In the New Testament. Okay. For life.
Milifanya Hebrew.
Life and light. Life and light.
It refers to the fullness of life. And that's what Zoe has been for us. She's brought life into our life, into our family.
Amazing.
And she's 8.
Wow.
Yes, she's 8 years old.
Tumekafunga hapo.
Tumekafungia hapo.
We serve God together as youth workers. We've done that for the last almost 25 years, I think. So we met in that space of serving together.
Oh, amazing.
So we've done youth ministry for over 25 years. Amazing. We dated for 4 years before getting married.
It's a degree in dating. We have a degree.
Hii ndio wale invested people.
We have a degree in dating, 4 years.
Oh, okay.
Yes, we've done so many things together. We've studied at Park University together, did our undergraduate in theology, came and did our masters in leadership.
Wow.
And we've studied together. We've been classmates on all those.
Hatutasema nani alikuwa number 1.
But we know. We'll not ask, but we know.
No, there's no pointing fingers.
Oh, amazing.
We are known for, apart from worship, from youth ministry is worship ministry, and which was our first ministry. That's where we grew, and so we love to sing. We love music. We love art. And that's sort of in a nutshell who I am in connection to we.
Yes, Minister David Wagata, and the details that have been shared are true.
I'm here to confirm them.
I'm here to confirm that all those details are true, to the best of my knowledge.
Amazing, yes. amazing. Wow. So it's, guys, good to be, I think at this point it's important for me to say I am married. Just in case you wondered, this guy, before niambiwe, let me say, okay, I'm married to one wife, Fiona Nderitu Onguko, or Anyonje, whichever way you like, and we have one son. Did they say in between or with us? Just we have one son.
Yeah, we have one son.
Yes, amazing. So guys, so we're here just to share a story, and I just want to go back then, before 21.
Yes.
Before 21 years that you guys have done. So how do you guys meet? And that kujua nyinyi wale Mungu aliongea ukasema I heard the Lord telling me it is. We just want to go back. How do you guys
We wish. Yeah, this ground is the same everywhere. I think until the time when they used to do the betrothal, where your parents pick a bride for you. Hizo siku ziliisha by the time we were born, and so we had to do our own search. So we met in church. We actually met in church. I was leading a worship team, and then she joined the church, and she discovered that hey, worship leaders are not bad people.
She discovered worship leaders.
They're not bad people.
She was singing. You sing. Yes, you sing.
That's David's version, by the way.
Yeah. That's the summary.
Usually two versions of a story.
Okay. We'll come to confirm yours.
Yeah. So that is. So she came. I did the interview. She actually joined the team here when she came for the auditioning. No, before the auditioning, she came to join this other group, which was not the coolest group in church. But so we were like, we'll this idea, at least bring her up to the next team. But I remember when she showed up in church, we closed our meeting to go and check who is that who just walked into the other room. Just to confirm that our eyes are not lying to us.
Yes.
Kapita kwa hiyo dirisha.
Na ilikuwa tu wanaume ndio wameenda confirm.
No, the girls, tuliwaambiwa take break, whether they wanted to go and check or not, that was the issue. Sisi ilikuwa na agenda. So we went, picked through the room, and then I was like, hey. So afterwards, now we were joining the two groups together, and we were doing auditions. And I was in charge of auditioning, and she came for the auditions. Akapita with flying colors. So nikaona badala to have a worship leader in church only, wacha nipeleke worship team nyumbani. Yeah, so
wish it was as simple as that.
Atupeleke worship team nyumbani. Hadi kwa kanisa unapelekwa nyumba.
Boarding. Boarding.
Okay. So what's your version?
My version is that was not the first time we actually met. Yes.
They see from afar.
The first time he did not notice me. And that's on record.
No,
it's on record. It's on record. Easy to confirm.
So I had joined this new church after I was an ex-can after high school, just graduated from high school, and I was looking for a church to be involved and to participate because I had an active involvement in high school, being in boarding school. So I was looking for a church that was youth friendly, had, was a space that I could be involved and participate. So I went to this church, and then they announced, on the first Sunday I was there, they announced a retreat for youth. It was at the beginning of the year. So it was going to be at Roland, which is in Kibera there.
Yeah.
Kibra.
From Scouts.
Yes, so signed up. I went to this retreat with the young people. Of course, it's fun time. There's a lot of jokes and fun and, you know, but I noticed him because he was the loudest.
Again, unconfirmed rumors.
He was the loudest, he was the goofiest, he was the funniest, he was all over the place.
No,
and honestly,
I was doing my job.
It was the energy for everything.
I was doing it was my job to make sure the whole place.
he was the entertainer.
Yes.
And honestly, I was like, what's up with this guy? I was not impressed. I was like, okay, you're a bit too much. Like, you're all over the place. So that was my first impression. I was not impressed at all.
Whoa.
I was like, dude, chill.
Yaliondoa lesipite.
Yeah, and you know, and for some of us that might be too, you might meet the guy and might not be impressed. You might think, dismiss, you know, this is not my kind of guy. I was like, I'm looking for someone serious, someone who looks focused, you know, like me. So I was like, no, this guy. And that's the impression I got. Okay. And then the next time I come, I see him leading worship, and I'm like, whoa,
that joker.
Okay, there's a serious side to this guy. And they called out for worship team audition. I had already joined a different worship team, apparently not the cool one. But he had very mature people. Mature people. Calm, cool, collected, focused. So I was in that group. Apparently I needed to be upgraded. And so
see her life.
An audition was called. There was an event, a bigger event that needed a joint choir. So I went for the audition, and guess who I met auditioning? People, and that
joker that you saw, the loudest.
Like, okay.
So by the in the worship team, did he have, like, when you saw him in the worship team, alikuwa na hiyo energy kila mtu kama alikuwa nayo on the previously?
He was a bit serious, which for me was like, okay, there's a serious person here. From the other side, the other person I saw at the retreat, and that for me was what like caused me to say, okay, let's not don't judge a book by the cover.
Aujaangalia hata forward, aujaangalia introduction, you know, table of contents, how many endorsements he has from who.
But then they don't say they get a book. The first thing you go back cover, you know, unasoma kwanza watu wanasema about you talk about the book.
Yes, but
and read the synopsis of the book.
Yes.
No, but you also look at the endorsements. Who is endorsing? Jesus Christ, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
3 in 1. Okay. So that's the point. Now you went and you saw and you're like, oh, this guy is a serious guy. So from there, so you are just watching to see his moves now. At that point, did you think he had an interest?
No, he wasn't.
So at what point
he didn't even notice.
No, I was serving Jesus.
And even when he came to check me out, I didn't even think.
Even that thing they were saying about at the retreat, me, I was doing my job. It's not that I'm not a serious guy. Because it's a retreat, people are supposed to be happy, people are supposed to play games, people are supposed to engage. So my job in the group was to make sure that guys are engaged, guys are happy, and it was free for all. So that's why I was not selecting at Jui Nani. In the common ilikuwa job.
Lakini ulikuwa umeshamuona before the new guy.
Hiyo time sikumuona. Hiyo time sikumuona. Ilikuwa job.
Oh, yeah.
At the retreat.
Yeah.
Ilikuwa job.
Yes.
So time nyingine worship team, sasa audition ndio lazima uangalie ni nani anaingia. Lakini pia hiyo siku akiingia kwa hiyo room, that one I noticed, I was like, aish. Isilia itakuwa na watu kama. Na isilia iko na watu wazuri. But yeah, so we got it, and we started talking. And I think, just seeing this beautiful girl, and then I'm like, eish. But anyway, tunatumikia Mungu. Yani,
so both of you are singing the same worship team you're leading.
So now we audition, she joins the worship team, she's BGVing, good voice, great talent. So we are doing all these collabos, leading worship together. And interesting enough, me, I was eyeing somebody else.
As all men will do.
No. It was the season. You know? So me, I was eyeing somebody else. Me, I'm like, me and my focus, don't disturb me. Other guys around are like, hey, you know this guy, the way you guys lead worship together. I'm like, worship is different from relationship.
And we were good friends.
And we became good friends.
Okay. Yeah. So there's something about
basically brought together by a lot of sharing of interests. So we were in worship. We were also we shared an interest in art. So he was doing
graphic art.
I'm
a graphic designer by career.
Okay. I was a graphic designer. And I did fine art. So I'm passionate about art. So our conversations were based on the interest
Music,
shared.
art.
Music and art.
And ministry.
That's where our friendship grew, from that space, and ministry.
So I'm going to compare, hey, Maze, you didn't think about the idea and you're thinking, when you share somebody else, you're thinking, oh, that's so interesting. You're thinking, unajua the way wase wa art pena kudisi wengine. Hiyo yako si kali kushinda yangu. It's always mine kali.
We're actually helping each other because she had done art in high school. I didn't do it all the way to Form 4. She had done up to Form 4. So she was a bit more versed with it. She had done music also in high school. So she actually taught me my first things on guitar. Piano. She taught me the first things I learned on piano. And I picked it up from there. And so now I was playing and she was singing. So what a combination. Hallelujah.
This is those couple made in heaven. They were meant to
No.
They were meant to
be.
Those
are rumors.
Those are rumors.
Yeah.
So you guys, friends, you develop your friendship, you saw each other, and you continue being friends. You were eyeing somebody else. So at what point did you think,
made moves, and then I realized it's not gonna work.
To the other person?
The other person, and then we broke up.
So it was rebounds?
No, it cannot be a rebound. 21 years cannot be a rebound. That's a full game.
You might be surviving, brother.
No, it actually ended because I prayerfully considering it. And I think sometimes we take for granted the place of prayer. Beginning, first of all, with the place of friendship. We developed a friendship. We hung out, we talked. Learned a lot about her before she was interested or before I was interested in anything more than just friendship. Because many times, we want to learn about somebody when we are interested. What happens? You put your best foot forward. I have to look like this. So you never get to know the person. Because we want the cool person who knows nakuja ku-impress.
Yes.
So no wonder many of us miss the bus because mtu ashajiseti anajua how to look, how to talk when you show up. But now building friendship out of a very common platform. No interest, no.
The challenges of the 21st, microwave. You ingia ndani, because that's the thing I believe. One thing I've come to learn, and I keep even telling guys who I work with, that when you come to build friendship, because if there's no friendship, whatever you're doing, because if you're friends, you can be honest with each other. Mwambie Maze, unanibo. I didn't like what you did by the and I'm mad. Just because you're friends, I'll talk to you, but I'm mad about you. But when you don't do like a friendship, because when it comes to dating, you want to you're saying putting your best. Always your best. Always your best.
And then tunataka kwenda kushtuana na watu wako. Atijui you want to, you've been part of the church for the longest, and then you want to show up with this girl who nobody knows. Even you don't know. because we think mi siwezi marry manzi wa hapa church tumekuwa nao
away match
alafu unaenda kutuletea hapa miujiza so
away match wa
3 na mbili ni on goal hata ujue ende wapi. So build friendship. These guys around you will form probably the most solid community of people who you can pick from. Why? Because you have an experience with who they are. They have friends who you know, and she has friends who I know that can be able to be the place where I check. That is why the betrothal used to work, and that's why they say, the Indian community still has solid marriages, because the parents investigate the whole family. They know the whole clan before they say we can marry from this. Wewe umekuja tu hapo umeona nywele.
God.
Umemaliza ati I want to marry. My friend, ndoko watu ni manaitrana. Wengine ni makidnapper. So you don't have the opportunity to build a friendship and grow it. Out of that pool of friends, then you can be able to pick somebody, a possible mate, because you have you have experiences, you have learned. We went for hikes, we went for road retreats, we went for missions. You know, tulienda mission ingine, Lamu. My friend, cosmetics ziliishia hapa. Ziliishia Emali. Hii mambo ya kuambia watu ati usije tuende tukaswim. Endeni Lamu. By the time tulifika Emali, cosmetics finished. Mombasa, hata smile hakuna. You know the person to the core. Tulipanda basi. Hiyo basi likemeja kama 3 ya Githurai. Ukinwa mguju, hauwezi kanyaga chini tena. My friend, you see them angry, you see them hungry, you see them sad, you see them in prayer, you see them fearful. By the time you are done, there is nothing you don't know about this person that will shock you. Of course, we are sleeping in the same vicinity, of course not in the same rooms. But mtu manzi akingorota kwa hiyo room nyingine, asubuhi tutajua ni nani alikuwa na ngorota. Ndio tujipange, tujue usiku ni headphones.
You're crazy.
No, but those are the things that guys are complaining about. Oh, I didn't know. But when you get into that environment, you've gone for this thing with your friends, you get to see things and know things that you would otherwise not know if you just met and started dating.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Or even by the time you start
like
dating.
Even just looking at how my first impression was of him, if I had dismissed him and said, this guy is a joker, I would have missed the opportunity to get to see the other side of him, the leader in him, the person who loves God passionately.
Then his make, of course.
Apart from the
is
the one I met at first, and I was like, this guy is a joker. But having that space, the safe space where there is no commitment yet, but we are growing and we have an opportunity to see each other and to learn about one another in a space where there's no pressure to impress one another.
And let me just, so that I don't forget that point, let me just ask, and sometimes some people say, hey, how long should I give you to do this? Because from what I'm hearing from you, it's, in fact, even there was no thought of guys you're going to date.
Why are we giving each other time?
There was no timeline, so we're just being friends.
We are friends. When unapatiana watu deadline, you're going to be my friend for 1 year.
After that, some people who go start dating, knowing they have met you, they have come with a focus.
Yeah.
They've come with a focus. They know in the next 6 months.
That's where we fail, because it's easier to pick someone from a pool of friends where there is no agenda, there is no
deadlines and expectations.
Because with our friends we don't have a lot of high expectations. You're there to just get to know each other, enjoy each other's company, and that's it. There's no strings attached. And that's a good place, and it helped us actually a lot in terms of just giving us a space for friendship. Amazing. Where we are friends before we started dating.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because by the first few months of being in the worship team together, as I said, guys began to ask, what do you think? So now pressure started coming from outside of us, not even between us.
Telling you the way guys were riding together.
Because then we were so clear. There's nothing.
Yeah, me, I'm interested in somebody else. Yeah. In fact, guys would ask me, I tell them, I'm interested in somebody else, and I'm pursuing that. And so collapsing that into a place where now people begin to hint, and then we begin to, of course, you know, when somebody says something, if I want to just get an idea into your head, I just have to ask. You drop a hint. Hey, unaonaje manzi? Hey, unaweza kuangalia. There's a point. You have a point. But then I'm focused on this.
Yes.
And so we began to go through that process that now we are seeing, where people begin to now say, okay, I think I like him. How long does it? How long do I give it? I think she's good, but you know what? I have interest somewhere else. So let me just run this course and assume there is nothing here. And so we gave each other those spaces. I think she had conversations with her friends, you know, the ones of, hey, Wags, mimi huko watu pia ananiambia, hey, Wags. Naona siku hizi mazona, you all are home, you will come back. Kinaendaje? Naambia hapana, it's brotherly love. Brotherly love.
Agape.
Agape. Caring for them that are in the flock. Nilikuwa nafanya kazi ya uchungaji.
At what point, so did you, after your friendship you guys had, so at what point did you just decide, now, by the way, may want to date this girl? And at that point that you're asking her out, did you like have intention of marriage in your mind, you're just asking her out?
I was going to 22 years old, 21. She was 19.
Hey,
Turning 20.
No.
Cheza ligi yako tafadhali, kama 30 ndio utakuwa umeiva tu hapo. There's no biblical mandate as to when you can start dating.
Yes.
So I knew even if we start dating, it will be a while. But one of the things I'll tell you is, if before you get into a relationship, make sure that this person has marriageable qualities.
Yes.
Mambo ya ati niliona tu ni hobby. A human being is not a hobby. A human being is not a hobby. It doesn't matter how interested or interesting the person is, because sometimes because the person likes us, we think, oh, let me not let her down. But you know for sure in your heart of hearts, this person cannot be my wife. And that is why when something gets messed up, when you get pregnant, the guy passed through the window. Why? Because he's like...
Or even just a breakup. It doesn't have to be as messy as a pregnancy. Just a breakup in itself is painful. It leaves a dent in our hearts that affects us from there on. It will affect every other relationship that comes after
how
that.
You respond.
Have you ever met somebody who's been hurt before? They are less trusting. It takes a long time for them to be convinced that this is the right relationship, that this is the person, because they are busy comparing with their this experience with that experience. So they are always operating from a place of either fear or, you know, just I'm waiting to see when the real person will come
and
out,
then,
just like the other
chances
person.
Are almost the same.
Yes.
Hey.
And that is why you find people don't mess up their relationships because of the current relationship. They actually mess it up based on their previous experiences. Trust issues, you know, integrity issues. Oh, I was honest with this other person, and when I told them this about me, that's when they happened. So I'm not telling anyone anything. So you have secrets, you have mistrust, you know, every call that comes in, nani unaongea naye. Uanze tu kupiga vitu insecurities, you know? Uanze tu kuongea na manzi mwingine huko kando. Ai, unakuta kwa watu wamekachi, unashindwa umekachia nini, because they feel, you know, why should you be laughing with other people, you know? And so we have to be able to ask ourselves that question. Is she marriageable? Is he? Wacha ni kujidanganya hapa ati sijui ati mimi naona tu ati kamanzi kapoa ati ni hang out sijui mabeste wangu pia wako na mamanzi. Hii si self help group.
Ile zenyenye, since everyone seems to have to like this girl or to like this jamaa, so they're like, let me be the one to get her. You also tells me, waga liangukia.
Alafu kishaingia hapo unajua sasa unashindwa sasa tulikuwa tunaenda wapi? Kompe imeisha, ushashinda.
So by the time you guys were getting
you
guys are ready. You're already, of course.
We had been friends.
You have been friends. You have figured out this thing.
Almost a year, I think.
We had been friends for almost a year.
Yes.
Amazing.
Nikamalizana na zile hekaya zangu.
Hekaya za
Bunuasi. And then I came back now and said, this is the person I want to date.
So you asked her out.
And so it took a while before. Nilikwambia we need to talk.
You did. Yeah.
We need to talk.
We need to talk.
No, ukashtuka mama
in this
uliona.
case, it's the guy who's saying we need to talk.
So did you shtuka like,
Yes.
What are we talking about?
After the first breakup, I was again very cautious. And I remember telling God, I don't want to get into another relationship. I don't want to have another heartbreak. And I don't want to mess up somebody else's life.
Yes.
And so, if it's not the leading of God, siambi mtu kitu. So took time, processed, prayed. In as much as my feelings were there, my heart was there, you know, my friends were like, yeah, njemlesu chochana. Hey, boss, usiache hiyo kitu. So wewe ndo unabaki umeshikilia hiyo kitu. So I reached a place where I was like, we need to talk. Then she asked me, so after a while, she's like, so when are we talking?
Oh, so you tell her you're talking, then you get quiet.
Yeah. So I was like,
I have to confirm.
This talk is not happening. So I tried to follow up. Oh, you told me
next year on Tuesday.
Something we need to
next year on Tuesday.
Yeah, and he said next year on Tuesday. People.
Hey, really?
Sasa si lakini ndo alikuwa anajua mimi ni joker. Sasa si lazima ni joke. Sababu pia vitu serious pia lazima uprocess. So nikamwambia next year on Tuesday. Akatoka hapo akaenda kuambia base yake ni next year on Tuesday.
Serious.
Si lakini nimeshaambia na need kutoka.
When a guy says we need to talk, I took it seriously, and it was also because I knew him, I knew the tone was different. I knew there was something that was
even
serious.
If I was
it was
pulling,
important.
even if I was pulling her legs around it.
I had seen him play pranks and do jokes, but this one I picked it. I said, there's something important that he's trying to communicate.
Lakini pia alikuwa shabeba box anakuja kuingia.
Alikuwa box really wide open. Like niingize.
No, that's not true, David. You need to repent. I think for me, I was at that place where I'm like, okay, we have been friends for a while. And this is now, it's not even a friendship. We need to redefine it. We need to redefine this friendship again. We need to go back to the table and say, are we still friends or not? Because now the attention you're giving me is more
than just a friend.
Yeah, you're not just hanging out with everybody else.
Kwenda home kila siku.
But still, there are many other people.
I was the tallest.
You're not the only
kubwa.
Zile sasa, watu wanaanza kuuliza zile za, you people, you are in denial, you know.
No, but guys,
honest. Yeah.
Sasa unakwambia beba box. Sasa unaona ni ukweli.
So me, I was like, no, nimebeba box. I was like, now I think I need clarity. So I know where we stand. Are we friends or not? So I know, you know.
Is it
if we're just friends,
or are we just friends?
Yeah, if we're just friends, then I know, don't put any expectations here. Usilete box. Hata usifikirie box. You think
it's complicated.
Yes. Think outside and don't even focus on that. Because I was also aware that there was someone else. So for me it was like, okay, but ameniambia nataka kuniongelesha.
Hiyo ilikuwa after tushamalizana hiyo story.
Yes. And so I knew now
nilikuwa nafanya recovery, nilikuwa rehab kidogo. Then nijijenge nirudi kwa streets.
And it speaks about many people who find themselves in this situationships. You've been in a relationship for a while and it's not defined. And yet you know everything about it speaks that we are in a relationship. Only that you have not acknowledged. It's not been defined as a relationship. And so it's friendship. But then this friendship is not like any other friendship. You don't treat me the way you treat other ladies. You are close. You're the person I talk to. I know so much about you more than I know about any other guy. You've come home, most likely I've introduced you to my friends. You have introduced me to your friends, to your family. Then it needs to be defined. Because you can't stay in that space for too long. When something is not defined, it brings stress, it brings frustration. Because the expectations that are not being met or are not being defined. So everybody needs clarity when it comes to where are we at as friends or as boyfriend and girlfriend. And if you're just thinking about it, you be honest. Say, okay, I've not made up my mind yet. I'm just checking you out.
Cast your net among them.
No, but
the spiritual people say, I'm still praying.
Praying about it. Praying about the Lord. No, but you see, nilikuwa nasema unachora game. Unamleta pole.
Hiyo bola
unamjua nini. Ndio sasa zile nafika palia, you know, sasa kale ka final touch. Sio ya kubahatisha. Hii ni sure bet.
Hiyo ni sure.
Hii unajua hata mwenyewe karibu hata mwenyewe ashafungwa post. Anasema funga. Vile game umecheza. Hata Masake huko home anasema please. Nisisikie umekata.
Hiyo that one is why
umeingiza box mpaka crowd yake. Hata crowd inachia.
Anasema goli ya pesa. Hiyo ni ya pesa. It was never done anywhere else.
Yeah, but it took time. And I think this is this is the issue of process. Did the process, because sometimes if I tried to date her that day that she saw me at the camp, at the retreat, and I was like, man, I like you. Ningekula blackout. Kama angekuwa mtu wa kukasirika ningepigwa kibare.
Shukuru Mungu. Fika ni Mungu ama ni shetani? Ulikuwa kwingine, ulikuwa nafikiria kwingine.
No, but even can you imagine if I jumped those hizi mambo ya ati sijui haraka. Nimeona manzi sahi, what's up? Tumeka retreat 2 hours, 3 hours. By the time tunapanda mathiri kurudi home, namwambia, you know, I just like you. Angenitoa kwa hiyo matatu anishukishe.
Akwambia you are such a joker.
Yeah, just a joker, you're childish. I can't even cope with people like you.
Atoke kwa kiti enda kae pale pengine. Enda kaa huko na umse. Toka enda kaa huko.
But process. You know, meeting with, you know, building that relationship.
Yes.
Building that capacity to know the person. So that by the time you're coming to the place where you're saying, I want to go out with you. And this is unfortunately what we don't do. Unataka uanze na, wacha to date, alafu nimjue. And I've had many guys who say that, you know, acha nimuingize box. Kwanza mfungie box. Kwa sababu watu wengine pia wako hapo mahangri. So mfungie, then you start knowing. Alafu mwanza kumjua ndo unasikia, haya.
But there's the pressure.
Woi.
Once you're in, there's the pressure of you can't leave.
You can't leave.
Yes, of course. And now you start seeing things. You start seeing red flags. Nini, then she's already committed or he's already so invested. She's looking at this guy and she's like, okay, this guy is still the joker. He might be leading worship, but he's still the joker.
Yeah.
So what happens? Now the struggle is for how do we break this up?
How do you break up? How do I get out? They were so blackout. Shoop!
Alafu ama anaamua kama mbaya wacha tuoe. Either go ama uoe.
Ama tuoe. So hey, amazing! You guys, that's very interesting. This is a special story, and it's just amazing how the friendship you guys build up into it. And I keep saying this, guys, friendship is very important. Friendship is very important. So you guys, and then you guys end dating. You said actually, I'd said you get dated for 4 years.
Yes.
So how do you manage your dating for 4 years? Now umeshaingiza box. Alikam na box. Akaingia kafuniko kaibeba.
Tulichonga hiyo box vizuri. So unaona nilikuwa nafunga. Sasa by the time alikuwa anakaa mkuingia kwa hiyo box. Yaani game imepangwa. Unaona? But pia yeye. Lakini pia alikuwa, unajua pia alikuwa ameona kijana wa Mungu, mtoto msafi,
mtu mchezaji wa kulipwa.
So I think it was both ways, because like by the time I was getting to that place where I was telling her we need to talk next year on Tuesday, I knew there was something, but I didn't want to jump into it just because people are dating, and I was very young. We were both very young, so
that's the other thing that worked for our, let's say, advantage. We were young, and so we knew we still had time in our hands. We're not thinking, oh, time, the clock is ticking, we need to, you know, utahama lini, uko nyumbani kuna pressure, pastors wameanza kukuombea, you know, there's a chain prayer by your friends for you to get back. We had the liberty of time. We had time in and we usually say, we met when we were young. I was young. We were young and broke.
Young and broke.
I was young, he was broke.
You're sorry, kwangi mzuri ukisema kwa sababu inaniuma kidogo.
No, she was young, you were broke. Moving on to
you were pretty young. So
mimi nitakana niseme kama kisema inanigonga.
No, that's what you said. I think the box alikam nayo. Alikam na box. Hata ukuwa na box ya kumuingiza. Ilibidi akam na box.
Ulikuwa broke.
Broke boss.
A friend, what box?
Yeah, so there was an element of we still have things to do to prepare ourselves. We are not yet ready for marriage in terms of our careers, our path, we're still both living with our parents. And so we are telling ourselves, from between now and the time, we still have a bit of time. We are young. We still have things that we need to put in place before we say we are ready to get married.
And that determines a lot about how long should you date, because I know that's a big question.
Yes.
If you are 35 na ako 33, 2 years ni 37 na 35 si kitu rahisi. So but ideally, and I think this is a rule of thumb, many churches will not accept to do a wedding for you anything less than 6 months notification.
Yes.
So give yourself a year, even if you are that old. Give yourself time, because a mistake at 35 is still a mistake.
Yes.
At 27 it's still a mistake. At 20 it's still a mistake. So give yourself the benefit of time. Make sure you know as much as you can know. Make sure that you give yourself the benefit of doubt of time. And there are things that they say time answers all things. Give it time, because sometimes we think, oh, we spent so much time together because we were working together, so I know her. Because we worked in a project in Moyale for 1 month together. Therefore, that 1 month is equals to 1 year in earth terms, in normal days. Uongo. Because I can cover up for 1 month.
You know, anyway, we in our dating days, we put our best foot forward. So you really won't know the person for who they truly are until you are in a relationship with them. And that is sort of true. Because when in the dating phase, we usually are inclined to putting our best foot forward. So we present the best version of ourselves. But it's encouraged because within that space of friendship before officially dating, that's a space where there's no pressure. I'm just being me. I'm just doing me. And you can see a bit of who I truly am under pressure, when I'm stressed, when I'm happy. You can see how I relate with people, different people. You can see how I relate with family. You can see how I treat women or men. And you can pick a few things that might help you to make a more informed choice.
Do not be deceived that somebody who has bile towards women will like you because you are the special one. Kanga tu kijua.
And so it's important to give it time. You might get to know the person in a way that will help you make a decision from just giving it time.
Yes.
Rather than rushing and then getting into a space where now it's beyond it's a place of no return. You know, you can't call it off. And if you call it off, the repercussions are huge and painful.
And that's the fear also can make you not to make, because sometimes you go into something and for sure you've seen all the red flags and you need to make that decision.
Yes.
And part of maybe the decision to move forward or the decision to pull out, but because of all these other things, you fear to pull out and you end up into something that is going to mess you more than actually what you had anticipated.
Deal with red flags. Be brutally honest with yourself. And this is what I'll tell you. Be brutally honest with yourself and with that person. If there are things that you don't like about them, do not wish them away. If there are attributes that you do not like, even if they are very simplistic attributes, sipendagi mapua kubwa. It will not save you, it will not heal you, it will not deliver you, it will not change your future or your past. But if you don't like a big nose, waking up to that big nose every day will give you for the rest of your life. Nakwambia utachizi siku moja.
If you don't like the way they chew their food when they're eating.
Yes. And at least chewing unaweza mambia maze jifunze vile kuchew. You can coach them in that. But there are things that cannot change.
Yes.
All right? Yeah. Sometimes we look at things like even how they handle their finances. If this person is not generous with you, at when umeenda out, umembuy lunch, when umeenda movie, umelipa movie, anaenda home, wewe umelipa uba yako na umelipa yake. Boss. Alafu nakuja kutuambia hapa, pastor, my husband is not generous. I've been supporting him for the last 5 years. Boss, ukidate, aliwainunua kitu? Hapana. So if you knew that he doesn't buy things when you were dating, live with it or leave him alone. Because there are things you will not change. Because it's just how they have grown. It's a habit they have developed. If you step into it, then you say to yourself, I am willing to live with this particular thing.
And time gives you the benefit of knowing the person. Generally, you might not know the real person completely, but it gives you a general look at who they are, their personality, their character traits, their likes and dislikes, some of their weaknesses and their strengths. Those are important things to be able to know, so that you know, okay, huyu akona weakness ya kuspend. They have no discipline when it comes to money. And therefore, when you're making that decision, you're like, okay, this is an area of growth. This is an area. Is it something that can be changed? Yes. Are we willing to work on it for it to be changed? Am I willing to assist or help or support that change? Or do I want, and a lot of us in this century struggle with wanting a finished product, not a work in progress. We want a finished product. But usually when we meet when we are young, we are a lot of potential. Like when we met, it was a lot of potential, but we were not the finished.
I wish I met you earlier.
Yes, earlier. Then I see that earlier picture. You're like, no. Okay. So when you give yourself that benefit of time, there are some general things you might be able to pick about that person that inform you whether it's something you're willing to get into. Is it something that is is something that can change? Is it a growth area? Or this is who they really are? Or is it something that we can work with? Or we can work? And do I have the grace for it?
Work with it.
Yeah. Or do I have the grace for it? Is it something I am willing to accommodate? Let's say if they cannot change, if it's something that they might not be able to change, is it something that I'm willing to live with? Long
and they're
term.
hard questions to ask ourselves, because sometimes we like the person so much, we are willing to forfeit our intimate desires. And so you say, yani, najua maybe haizi kuwa na hii, lakini wacha tu ni roho juu. Listen, that thing will eat you up. Two, there are things that can be worked on, and there are things that can't be worked on. And if it's something that can't be worked on and you can't live without, then that's a red flag.
Yeah,
Step out.
If there are things that can be worked on and you can't live without, then at least that is a yellow flag. You can go or stop. If it's a thing that can be worked on and you can live without, then that's a go ahead. You know, I can live with that. She doesn't have to have this, or he doesn't have to have this. And in as much as many other people will say, this is a value that you must have, for me, I'm at peace with it. Okay? So know those things. What is the red flag? What is a yellow flag? What's a green flag?
And talking about values, there are values that we share, but not necessarily live out. We agree. We say, okay, we need to have integrity. And that is something I'm working on to become, to be a woman of integrity. So we are not there yet. But it's something we agree on. And we say, this is a value that we are willing and committed to live by. So there are things that are non-negotiable. So you need to know what is a non-negotiable, and then there is the negotiables.
Yes,
So the non-negotiables, the faith, because for us we are people of the faith. The faith is critical. That is not something you negotiate about, because honestly, having had 21 years of marriage, I know that one of the things that has kept us,
The pillars, yes.
and has given us a solid foundation for our marriage, has been that we agree on the faith. We believe in Jesus. We believe in salvation. We believe that God is our focus, our source, our everything. We believe in God. So that foundation, when we agree on that, then the rest of the things of the value system develop from that, and we walk in agreement. Can two walk together unless they agree?
No.
The Bible asks. So there are things that you will agree on that are non-negotiable, that you need to be at a place where you're thinking about. And then there is negotiables, like the nose, the appearance. There are some things that are negotiable.
I didn't create you.
Yes.
The Lord.
Yes.
This is the yoke I have to bear, Lord.
Yes.
But you
So
see,
there's this space for exercising that Christian walk of not being judgmental,
going together,
forbearing with one another. That's why Scripture talks about one another. Love one another. Be kind. Be patient. There are those spaces that you will practice and exercise that those characteristics of a believer, and you give room, because you're not looking for a perfect person,
you
will not find a perfect person.
There's no ready-made.
You
need it, you get it.
And even what we are calling ready-made is not finished. Quisha, let me tell you, if you put an if clause, if will come. And ifs have come. But they have found no if clause in our marriage.
Wow.
So you will have reasons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 reasons why you should not be together. Including, she's just upset for no good reason, and people are happy out there, they are cheering me. Huyu ananikasirikia, najua vile kuna watu wananitaka huko nje.